police force in Armenia include arrested an opposition MP who has been guideline against government protests. Nikol Pashinyan was selected up following Main Secretary Serge Sargsyan cut brief a televised meet among the couple. For their 3-minute confronting, Mr. Pashinyan insisted how the PM should abandon. Mr. Sargsyan told it was intimidation and walked off. The opposition argues how a latter constitution changing is enforced by Mr. Sargsyan to hold force. The GO, adopted by Parliament on Tuesday, strengthens the part of Main Secretary that Mr. Sargsyan just took on recent 1 week. He stepped downward as CEO following achieving his couple-term range. Armenia Nation section Saturday's events began in a meet, visited by many decades of journalists, among Mr. Sargsyan and Mr. Pashinyan at a inn in the Equity Yerevan. The exchanging was short. Following, the Main Secretary told he was joyful his competing had answered to my multiple appeals to conduct negotiations. Mr. Pashinyan affected and hardline mention. I believe down there is a confusion, he told. I include go there to talk the regulation of yours retire and the regulation of a peace and sleek transfer of force. Mr. Sargsyan told how the is not a dialogue, the is intimidation, and leftward. Address the collected reporters subsequently, Mr. Pashinyan named on his supporters to go on their protests, that include extended for more than rather than a 1 week. He was arrested soon subsequently, as revolt police force were dispersing thousands of protesters in Yerevan. His location are not clear. The vet political figure has been charged of lack to address ongoing tensions in Azerbaijan and Turkey, as common poverty reduction at household. Mr. Pashinyan, who was concluded above his portion in protests versus Mr. Sargsyan in 2008, newly outlined the campaigning he leads as a velvety coup, relating to the peace protests in 1989, how ended communistic guideline in Czechoslovakia. Time CEO, Serge Sargsyan told he had no intent of proper Main Secretary at the end of his other 5-year period. Yet, on Tuesday he was selected by Parliament to be as Main Secretary. His supporters claim how the hard vet of the Nagorno-Karabakh war in Azerbaijan in the deceased 1980s has stipulated the domestic safety Armenia as necessary. People region 29,743 sq kilometers, 11,484 sq miles, main languages Armenian, Rusky, main religious Christian, lifetime expectation 71 year, men, 77 year, female, major supply diamonds, mechanism, food.